Good morning to all. Myself Professor Nithi Joshi, and I'm going to discuss about the projective geometry. In image processing and computer vision, the subject code for the subject is CS803. So, let us start with the projective geometry. Now, let us first see what is the main problem in the computer image, what all things the graphic object that we are using, it's in the 3D form, and that thing we are converting it into the 2D image. The images are processed, the graphic and the optics, the 3D objects are image and process it into the 2D image, and that vision that we are taking into the consideration, that is the drawback, that like from the first unit, from the image processing, that is a major drawback. So the correspondence problem is that the match image projection of a 3D configuration, and the reconstruction, the problem is there, we have to recover the structure of the 3D configuration from the image projection. So the reprojection problem is there. So in a novel view of a 3D configuration constitute with other views, like some part of the data is missing. So all of this requires a camera, a collaboration in some form. So how we are going to deal with this problem? An infinitely strange perspective. So we are having the image, the different objects are there. So basically it is, this figure is showing about the landscape with the horizon. So here the parallel lines in the 3D space converge in the image, the line of the horizon formed by infinitely distance point, that is the vanishing point. So any pair of the parallel line meet at a point on the horizon corresponding to their common direction. All intersection at infinities stay constant as the observer move. So the effect can be modeled mathematically using the linear perspective or a pinhole camera. The effect is modeled by using the linear perspective or the pinhole camera. Basically, first of all, we'll see the pinhole camera, the object that we are having the 3D configuration or the 3D description. So let us start with the pinhole camera. The pinhole camera, let us see the 3-dimension x, y and z. So the standard perspective projection, if the world coordinates of a points are x, y, z, and the image coordinators are x and y, then x is equals to f of capital X by z and y is equals to f of y comma z. The image coordinator is of x comma y, and the world coordinate, we are considering the 3D object is modeled into the 2D model. So this model is non-linear. So if in terms of the projective coordinate, the projective coordinate is given by this. They are the homogeneous coordinate and the model is linear in the projective geometry. Now before seeing, let us start with what is a projective geometry. So to start with the projective geometry, let us first see what is an affine and Euclidean geometrics. So given a coordinate system, n dimension real affine space is the set of all the point parameterized by x is equals to x of n belongs to R. An affine transformation is expressed by this equation, that is x is equals to ax plus b. So where a is nothing but is an n cross n non-singular matrix and b is an n cross 1 vector representing a translation. So the affine, that is, we are having the coordinate space, the affine transformation is represented by this equation, that is x is equals to ax plus b, and where a is representing the non-singular matrix and b is representing a vector, n cross 1 vector representing a translation. So here we are discussing some special case, the special case when a is a rotation of that is a rotation of is equals to I, the transformation that we are calling it the Euclidean transformation. The transformation of one point completely determines an Euclidean transformation, and affine transformation in n dimension is completely determined by mapping of n plus 1 point. So it is easy to verify that an affine transformation preserves the parallelism and the ratio of the length along the parallel direction. In fact, the coordinate in an affine geometries are defined in terms of this fundamental variant, and Euclidean transformation in addition to the above also preserves the length and the angle. Since an affine or the Euclidean transformation preserves the parallelism, it could be used to describe the pinhole projection. The pinhole projection like this the pinhole projection it will be going to describe. We need to project geometry for such transformation. So first we are discussing about the spherical geometry. So before we introduce it, what is an spherical geometry? That is denoted by capital S, which is the geometry on the surface of a sphere. We are having the space that is equals to x belongs to R. So the spherical geometry is denoted by this notation. The lines in S, if one begins at a point in S and travels straight ahead on the surface, one will trace out a great circle viewed at a set in R. This is the intersection of S with the plane through the origin. So we call the great circle a line in S. So let be a unit vector. We have considered the unit vector is given by this is the line with the pole. So this is the surface geometry. यहाँ पे हम लोगों ने consider करिए, we have considered the 2 point P and Q are the antipodal if P is equals to minus Q. The line in S cannot be parallel. Any two lines intersect at a pair of antipodal point. A point on a line that is 1 into x is equals to 0 is given by this. So 2 points defined at the line, that is 1 is equals to P into Q, and 2 lines defined at a point is given by this. Now we are having the projective geometry. The projective plane P is the set of all the pair, that is x comma minus x of antipodal point in S. The two alternative definitions which are there, first one is it is the set of all the lines through the origin in R, set of all the points through the origin in R, as well as the set of all the equivalence class of ordered triples of number vector, not all 0, where two vectors are equivalent if they are proportional. The space can be thought of as infinite plane tangent to the space and passing through the point 0, 0, 1. We have considered this. This is the projection that we have considered for this sphere. So let us consider some x we had considered, and like we are considering the projection like S is projected to P be the mapping that send x to x comma minus x, then pi is a 2 to 1 map of x square onto P. A line of P is a set of the form where L is a line of S. Clearly xx lies on x comma L if and only if this condition holds. So that's is there related to the projective geometry. And after that, like some more concept like for the competitive purpose like the canonical injection of R square into Pn and points at infinity, like lines and the conics in the P square, like all those things that are basically we are using it for some like competitive exam, projective mapping of lines. So that's all is there in the projective geometry. In case if you are having any problem, let me know. Thank you.